Perfect. Hello, hello, crafty friends. I'll just give everybody a minute to kind of check in if you're coming in. Hello, hello, crafty friends. And I need to turn my phone down so I don't echo. Gonna get my caffeine going so I'm ready to go. Because yes, I'm having a day so far. Hello everyone, welcome. Okay, so we're just gonna get started a little bit. I do have some. I'm going to start first by showing off the new, what we have going on right now for for the January cards, but also I want to show off what we have right now in store from Black Friday. We just checked the inventory, and it looks like we have about 15 card sets left from our Black Friday sale if you didn't see them. They're pretty easy, quick to put together cards, nothing too crazy or wild. So I'm just going to move the instructions out of the way. But they're just leftover. I had a ton of leftover scraps from last month's card kit, so I decided to create a Black Friday set. Just fun little things. I figured I'd show some of them off. Anyways, the card kit comes with all the papers cut out, ready to go. You just got to slap them on your card fronts. So all the cutouts are included. And all the bling, the twine is included, all that fun stuff. So like I said, all you have to do is slap everything on your card fronts and you're ready to go and give some cute cards to your friends, your neighbors. I love this elf card. It's probably my favorite one. Have your elf? Yeah. And then this Grinch one is the store favorite. Everyone seems to really like that one. They're $25. They're on the Country Craft Creations website right now. It comes with 6 cards, all the cutouts, and then 6 envelopes. So you are ready to go, and they're in red, white, and green. So super cute. If you enjoyed our first 3 months of the card subscription that we tried out, we decided that we're going to go ahead and go on to next year's. So in January, we are going to start off with a bang, and we're going to start off with Valentine's Day. So these are the Valentine's cards for the card subscription. If you subscribe online or on the website, and you're part of the subscription group, you will receive 9 cards. So it actually comes with 8, but because you become a subscriber through our cards, or through the, I'm sorry, I haven't had my caffeine today, so I'm going to jump on my words. If you sign up through the subscription online, you receive 9 cards in our kit. And that's only through if you do it online. If you come into store, you receive 8 cards. So this is the first 8. So it's this cute little chocolate box. I don't know about you, but my husband and I are chocolate fiends, and hint to my husband if you're watching, if you're one of the people watching, which I know you're not, and if you are, then shame on you, you should be at work. Anyways, I would love to receive this beautiful kind of red chocolate box, and not have to share. But anyway, so it'll come with all of that. Got this cute little love card for Valentine's. And all the cards kits come with the card fronts all the cutouts, all the words cut out, any bling, ribbon, all that fun stuff. So got these cute, and this is made out of Tammy's and the Country Craft Creations Love is in the Air paper is what we're using for this. So there's that. We're also using a lot of the new cardstock that she is putting in. It's called, it's the palette line. So we're using a lot of the different colors from that as we're switching over from My Colors, rest in peace. Sadly, if you don't know about that, they've gone out of business. We still have quite a few and quite a bit in stock. So if there's a color that you are looking for, you might want to snatch it up before it's gone forever, unless someone else decides to pick it up. But this bear, oh my gosh, isn't she so stinking cute? I just love her so much. I love you very much. I love you too, Bear. Oh, let's see. And then we got these cute little stamps. My kits also include the 3D foam dots. So these little hearts are popped up. There's that Love is in the Air. So fun. Really do like that. And then this one. Oh, I just love, really like this. This is some of the Tonic Studio glitter cardstock. If you haven't used this stuff, oh my gosh, it's my favorite. It doesn't, I mean, I can rub it and I'm not getting any glitter coming off on me at all, which is great. Unless you enjoy looking like you've come from the club, then hey, more power to you. And then this is the bonus card if you do the subscription. I wanted to give it that lacy kind of effect. Really pretty. Really like it. Okay, so now we're going to get started on our winter flannel cards. So I'll give you all a minute if you're doing it along with me. I would start by going ahead and scoring you received 4 sheets of white cardstock. So go ahead and start scoring with that. Get those scored right down the middle. So right at that 4 1/4 mark on your scoreboard, or 4 1/4 inches is the halfway point if you don't have a scoreboard. Or you just fold it in half and do that too. That's fine as well. So I'll give you a minute to go ahead and do that really quick. And I'm going to take a sip of my Diet Coke so I can focus a little bit. So the other thing about the card subscription is that you can also, if you're local to Country Craft Creations and live in here in northern Utah, you can of course sign up and come into store. We have a lot of fun ladies who like to come in and craft with us. We always have a really good time. So if you want to get to meet a really fun group of ladies and watch me make a fool of myself off camera, because I also do that while I'm on camera, it's much more fun live. We'll say that much. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started with our first card. And it is the For You Snowflake card. Let me pull mine out. And it's kind of this hexagon shaped card. And oh my gosh, I'm such a hot mess. I completely forgot to grab my glue. Hang on 2 seconds while I go run and grab that. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. See, I'm a mess. All right, let's go ahead and get this started and going. So the nice thing about these cards is that when you do our subscription, if you're new to the subscription process with us, is all of the dies, all of the cutouts are cut by yours truly. And it definitely is a labor of love. I have a Cricut machine, and I'm such a huge advocate for Cricut. I really do like them quite a bit. So you'll take your hexagon card. You go ahead and glue whichever side of paper that you like. I'm also a huge advocate for creating a card that is your own. So if you like the green better and want to do it with green, in this case, I kind of like the blue a little bit better. So I'm going to go with blue for the blue side, but I make sure it's glued correctly. Otherwise, that'll ruin my day. We'll go ahead and get that pasted down. I'm going to want this, my fine tip to work, and it's all gunked up, so that'll be, ungunk it a little bit. So fun fact that I've discovered with ungunking your tip, if you're like, oh my gosh, I have so much issues with this, and I don't know how I figured this out one day. It might have just been out of desperation. I didn't want to get up and go rinse it out with hot water, but I had some hand sanitizer on my craft table, and so I was just like, well, let's put this in and see what happens. I was just kind of curious and just kind of experimenting around, and I just put like a drop of hand sanitizer in, and I cleaned that sucker out a lot better than hot water ever did. So fun fact, I imagine it's probably the alcohol in it that loosens everything up really good. So let's see, I think I got that good and cleaned out. So what you'll do is you go ahead and center your snowflakes. I like the silver on bottom because it is kind of more of a background piece, and the blue's a little bit cut out a little bit more intricately. I'm having more people jump on. Hi friends, it's me, Lori. I'm kind of a hot mess express right now because my caffeine hasn't kicked in, but that makes me much more entertaining and spicy, so let's have some fun. Is anybody else a hot mess during the holidays right now? Has everybody got all their stuff done? Going to Christmas parties, all that fun stuff. My husband and I we had a church party last weekend, and we're going to having a work Christmas party tonight, which I think is kind of strange because why would you do that on a weeknight or school night? But maybe they're hoping that people won't get too crazy and still want to come into work tomorrow. I don't know. If not, that'll be an entertaining day at work. I'll have to ask my husband about all the drama there tomorrow. And I just put the blue one on top. Like I said, it's cut out. You can kind of see it's cut out quite a bit more intricately. Hello to all my friends joining. Hope everyone is having a lovely day wherever they're at. Please, nobody's freezing too bad. It's actually been a really nice couple days here in Utah. It's been in the 50s and almost like the high 50s the last few days, which has been really nice. But I'm sure that there are people who disagree because they want a white Christmas, but your girl is from Southern California, and I am envisioning palm trees ideally. That's okay. So we'll go ahead and get that glued on. Okay. I'll just kind of center it a little bit like that. And then you have this cute little "for you" sentiment. And pop it out. I'm going to get some of my green string to use for this one. And of course, I forgot to grab my scissors, like I said. Lori's going all hot mess express on this. But that's part of my charm, right? I'm so sorry, you guys. And of course, it's in a knot. Oh my gosh, Lori, come on. Get it together today. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to grab some scissors real quick. I need y'all to start talking to me. I feel very alone here in the universe. Let's hear where everyone is from. Who's everyone visiting from today? So I was kind of generous with this string and gave it a lot. So what I do is I loop it through like so. So I loop it through like that. And then I just tie my cute little bow. I definitely love my bows. Okay. And of course, I'll cut off any extra that I don't need. And I gave you guys quite a bit of fibers, so you do have plenty to work with. And we'll just go ahead and pop these off. This one's like all cockeyed and weird, kind of how I'm feeling today. Gotta fix that. Come on, girl, don't be a hot mess. There we go. Perfect. And I decided to pop mine up like so. And I just kind of centered it right there in the middle of the card, just like that. Isn't she freaking cute? Oh, I just love her. I can hate the snow, but definitely appreciate the art and snowflakes, right? Aren't they gorgeous? All right, so there's card number 1. Okay. Card number 2 is the Sending Lots of Love card. So it has the blue card front in it, kind of looks like that. Hello, everyone. Okay, so you'll have a piece that's shorter. It's scored right there for you. So let's go ahead and score that, or fold it in half. All right. So first step is we're going to put this picture together all layered up and pretty. So let's go ahead and get that glued down real quick. Hope everybody's got their Christmas tree up and everything looks pretty and your house is all decorated. I know I've said this before on here. I'm the mom of boys, and so I don't get a whole lot of glitter in my life. Glitter and sparkle and shine. It's pretty plain at my house. But during the holidays, I kind of go a little wild and overboard. So I have 3 Christmas trees. My one Christmas tree is our family's memory tree, which is ornaments that we've given the kids through the years and ornaments that we pick up when we go on vacations and whatnot all over the place, because that's an easy collectible. And then my husband has his own tree, which is a skinny silver tree, and we call it the Kissmas tree because it's a tribute to his favorite band, Kiss. And so he has his really tacky, ugly Kiss ornaments. And I bought him some disco balls, and His favorite team is the Raiders. I swear that man likes demonic things. Favorite football team is the Raiders, so he has that up, and just his kind of goofy boy ornaments, which are fine. And then we have my beautiful tree, and I change that up every year. And so this year, my son is serving a church mission in Calgary, Canada. And so it's all kind of Canadian themed. So we have Canadian style ornaments. So I have lots of like Canadian critters. So moose and deer and elk and buffalo plaid, and just it's very outdoorsy. It's very cute. I really like it quite a bit. But we're missing our oldest a lot this year and hoping he's safe. He's a lot colder than we are, that's for sure. He's kind of grumpy about that. Okay, so the next part with this, you'll notice that I have the sentiment, the sending lots of love. It's kind of off-centered, so that way you have the space right here to go ahead and tie your bow and your ribbon. So I'm just kind of getting that into the space of where I want it. So and you do have plenty again, so you can go as liberal as you want. Don't feel too worried about not having enough ribbon. You will have enough ribbon. So I'm going to go there, and I tie my bow on this thing first. Does anybody else theme out their Christmas trees? Is anybody else equally as weird as I am and make sure that their wrapping paper matches their trees? Because that's a hot button topic at our house as well. So yes, my Christmas wrapping paper this year is red, silver, white, and black on my stuff. And it has to be equally as shiny and sparkly. And my husband says I'm weird for doing that because the paper just ends up in the garbage, but I want it all to look pretty and match my tree while it's sitting there waiting. So I tie a knot in this first just to make sure it's stuck good and tight. Oh my goodness, you guys are so quiet. I feel so weird like I'm talking to myself, which I am, but yeah. Come on, tell me something fun about you. Tell me about where you guys are from. Tell me what you enjoy creating. Some fun holiday traditions. Let's get a good conversation starting. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself and I'm just this weird lady on the internet who talks to herself. Which, I mean, that's fun to watch too, I guess, right? And I can't get this bow. Like I said, I'm having a day. Oh. Yep, I'm having a day. I'm just going to make it a knot. But the idea is to have a bow here, I swear. So the knot will be just as cute, though, too. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Can't get my fingers to work right. I didn't give myself enough ribbon. I didn't even take my own advice, but it's still really pretty. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to glue this onto the long end of your scored piece right here. You want the short end of the scored piece to be on your right side. As I was trying to explain this in class on Saturday, I was giving people the completely wrong information because, well, I was a hot mess and still that caffeine had not kicked in, which is what you get with me sometimes. It's just a dumpster fire, but dumpster fires create really hot forged steel, so we're just gonna roll with that. Well, if y'all don't want to talk to me, you can say hi to Lexi. Lexi's in the warehouse with me today. Say hi, Lexi.
Hey, everyone.
Everyone likes to talk to Lexi.
Hey, y'all.
But she's not a hot mess. So, Lexi just graduated from college, too. She needs to be congratulated. She's a big girl now.
That's why I wasn't live last week, guys. Sorry.
We're so proud of her over here at the store.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
I try. I didn't graduate from college. That's why I'm a hot dumpster best fire. So proof right there.
You're not a hot. You're a pretty dumpster mess.
I'm a
fire.
pretty dumpster best fire. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, so what you're going to do is like I'm mess. Anyways, you're going to kind of center it or put this kind of right along the side of your card, matching up. So the score line is going to go right up to the edge of the card, and I went about maybe a quarter of the inch from the bottom, and you're going to glue this small inch or the small edge down on it, so on your card like this. Okay, so just like that. And then you're going to put your white sentiment piece right on top of that. You're going to get that glued and pasted down like so, giving it a little bit of clearance right there. Now you're like, but Lori, half of my card is not covered. You're going to go just like, you're going to paste your about a half of this half of your card down. So it would, if the front is looking at you, it'll be the left side. So you'll paste or put glue on the left side of the card, left half of the card. You're just going to kind of center it where you want, right there in the middle, like so. Get that pasted down. And then you have this cute little flap to go right over the top. And then I added our bling pieces to the edges of the branches. Oh, might have to glue those down a little bit. So they could look like little snow pieces, snowflakes, or ornaments if you wanted, ice, whatever makes you guys happiest. If you're not a bling person, you don't have to put it on there, but I definitely provided you plenty with it, so you could if you wanted to. Hello friends, if you're just joining us. This is part of the December card kit subscription through Country Craft Creations. We've always had a lot of fun. Hello Tracy. How's the weather in Colorado? Ooh, 60s. Oh my gosh. Were you guys hoping for a white Christmas too? Because I don't think we're going to get one here in Utah. Well, I wasn't hoping for white Christmas. I know other people were hoping for a white Christmas. I like sun. I like the sun. I like it sun shining, and I like it happy. So I'm going to stick with that. All right. Like my husband has put it, I am manifesting palm trees this year. Okay. So I got my string pretty blinged out, but there you go. So that is our second card. Okay. Our third card is called the Oh Dear card. Looks like this. I have two cards that kind of look the same, but this one has the deer on it, so that's the one we're going to do first. Okay. So I'm going to start with my sentiment first. I'm going to go ahead and loop some of the blue jute twine through it. So let's start there. Thank you. So just loop it through, and then I will tie a pretty little bow with it. If I can get a bow with it, I couldn't on the last card, but we'll do it today with this one, I think. If my hands will work. Ah, my goodness. I am really just having a day today. I'm just going to be looping. I'm sorry, guys. But I did do a bow on it, and I did leave enough twine that you could do a bow on it, but it's just need my hands to wake up and my head to wake up. So give me a minute while I caffeinate real quick. Anyways, you will glue the Hello Dear to your silver tag. And if you're like, Laura, you spelled deer wrong, I know it's a pun because there's a deer on the front. There is a method to my madness. So fun fact I found out about reindeer is that male reindeer lose their antlers during the winter, and female reindeer do not. So the reindeer that pulled Santa's sleigh were being the true queens that they are. You go, girls. Always carrying a man. Lexi's liking that. Is that true, Lexi? Lexi's a zoology major. Is that true? Or am I just making stuff up?
I didn't know they lost their antlers, but I know that male and female reindeer are the only deer species that both have antlers, which is pretty cool. Yep. So you never know which is which.
So I might be telling the truth, or I might be lying, but I like I'm gonna live in my truth.
I'll believe you.
I'm gonna live in my truth. We know who makes the magic at Christmas, and it's always the moms and the women, right? There we go. So I gotta believe that Dancer and Dasher and Prancer and Vixen, which obviously a girl, needed to carry Christmas that day. Plus, we know where we're going, right? We're so directionally oriented. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to glue. I got talking and forgot to tell you what to do. You're going to glue the cute little deer picture to the front of the white card front, like so. And I'm going to pop up my Hello Dear sentiment and put it right over the top of the tag that's kind of provided right there. Cute. Okay, now the card. So as you see, the card front has a cutout right there. You're just going to kind of paste it like so. So you're going to put the red on the inside. Get that one going. You're just going to kind of center it so that way it has a little spot in the, or a little bit of space in between the white and the red. And you're also going to do it on the front, like so. Hello, Christina. Thank you for joining us. And you're going to do it on the inside as well. Okay, so now if you look at the triangles that I sent you, you'll see that you'll have one-sided triangles where the words are correctly shaped, or right side up, and you'll see this side that doesn't. You're going to want the right side up to be at the front of your card, so you're going to go ahead and put that down like that. It has all the pretty winter words and all that fun stuff. So that one's going to go on the front of your card. Just like so. And then on the inside, you're going to take the one that has the words that are backwards, so you don't even get to see them, and you're going to put them flannel side up, plaid side up. Then you're going to take that pretty flannel again, check pattern. Unless you really like the blue, it's totally up to you how you want to do it. I kind of like the contrast, and I'm also a plaid girl. So I'm going to go ahead and put plaid on the inside, or the front. I'm a big advocate for creating crafts that you love for yourself. Make things that are beautiful for you to show that you want to show off to your friends. So if you want to do it a different way, that's fine. I will not be offended. You need to make them beautiful and likable for you. Plus, you know your people better than I ever could. I'm just kind of helping you guys create the base. We want you to have something that you love equally as well. Okay, so what I was showing in class on Saturday is how I centered it. 'Cause people are like, how do I center it so it perfectly closes? What I did was I kind of took the card, and I haven't glued it down yet, but I kind of found my place by kind of just putting it evenly with the way that the fold is on this. So I kind of like it right about there, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue it. Just like so. And there you have it. A pretty Hello Dear card. And then I added some bling to the little snowflake. Thank you. They're fun. I like I call them fun folds or fancy folds. So this is definitely one of those fun, fancy fold cards. And I just put some little bit of bling right there. And there you go. You have this just unique opened art card. Our yes, queen, deer card. Hello, dear. All right, we'll go ahead and put that one aside. Let's go ahead and start on our next card, which is going to be our Frosty the Snowman card. So you're going to use one of the white card fronts that you received. If you haven't, I can't find the words. If you haven't scored your card yet, you're going to score it at the 4 1/4 mark on your scoreboard, or 4 1/4 inches, or just fold it right in half if you don't have a scoreboard. Whatever makes it easiest. You're going to go ahead and add this cute little squiggly rectangle to your front of your card, like so. If you like this end better, that's fine too. I'm a green girl, so I'm going to go with my green side. Get that all glued down, like so. Got it all centered and everything. And then you're going to start putting your snowman together. So be careful when you're taking out the pieces. You get tiny pieces that get stuck and stuff. So we just want to make sure that it is good to go. We're going to take the black side, or the black first. And then you're going to go white. So you're going to go ahead and glue the black part of the snowman down first, so his hat and his shoes, and basically it takes care of the buttons and his eyes and all that fun stuff. We'll go ahead and get that glued down right there. It's a chunky little snowman. I love that for him. And then we're going to go ahead and glue his scarf right there on top of him real quick. Get that glued down. We'll go ahead and put his nose on and do whatever, which way you want, as far as which way you want to face it. We'll go ahead and have it pointing right so we can know we're going in the right direction in life, right? There we go. Then you got your cute little snowflakes, which I'll put in the background. I'm going to get those glued down. And then we're going to go ahead and make our cute little banner for our guy. And I just realized I'm missing part of my banner. Uh-oh. Anyways, there should be a silver rope, and I don't know if I accidentally dropped it or if I didn't pack it with mine. I might not have packed it with mine, so I do apologize. But you'll go ahead and you're going to do the eye and then your cute little heart on the first and second piece of the banner. And then snow, so S-N-O-W. I do not heart snow, but that's okay. Frosty does. And since I don't have, oh, I'm so mad at myself. I thought I got one in there for mine. I was double checking everything last night and must have taken it out. Anyways, what you'll do is you go ahead and you'll glue it to your rope that your silver, I guess it would be like a rope, but it's not, it's cut out. And you glue those in his hands. It wouldn't be a Lori card live if I didn't make some sort of mistake. But that's part of my charm and makes me entertaining, I guess. So we'll go ahead and get this sucker glued down. And in all honesty, if you didn't like the silver rope part of it, if you have extra fiber left over or fiber that you like, you could use that instead and it'd look just as good. But it would go just kind of like that. I might have to see at the time when I'm done with all the cards, if I have extra fiber, I might glue some of it on and have them holding that instead. That still would be equally as cute. And of course I put a couple pieces of bling because sometimes you gotta sparkle a little bit. I just kind of put them randomly. On my card, and I usually have a picker tool at home, but I am here in the warehouse of the store doing this, so anyways, but that is how he will look. I might come back to him and see if I have some twine or something when I'm done there. But that one is done. Okay, our next card is the Hello Winter Snowflake card. Has a navy blue front, looks like this. Okay. So if you look in your fiber pack, you probably won't be able to see it unless I get really close, maybe. I don't know. That's about as close as I can get without it getting too blurry. There is a piece of fishing lure, kind of. You can kind of see it up against my finger. In there. I've been calling it invisible string. I don't know. Whatever used for jewelry making. What you're going to do is you're going to take your snowflakes. You're going to turn them backwards, so not glitter side up. And you're gonna throw some glue down on them, get them ready, because you're gonna sandwich the fishing lure in between the snowflake. We are creating a pretty spinner card for our snowflake. So what you're going to do is you're going to center the snowflake in between the string. Get it really good and stuck on there. So it does have some space. You will have extra string, so don't stress, but just make sure that it's good and centered in between. So I'm holding the ends right now, and you can kind of see how I have it. And just make sure that your snowflakes sandwich that string like so. Okay. Next, you're going to take your blue card front. You're going to make sure you're going to kind of get the ruffles of this centered. So just make sure that's actually your front. So that one is the front. So we'll put this aside. And we'll go ahead and put our white ruffle piece on the inside for your sentiments. Go ahead and get that glued down. Okay. We'll get that, go ahead and get that stuck where you want it. You're then going to take the front of your card and you're going to get your snowflake centered to where you want it. So I will probably want it right about there. And what you're going to do is you're going to sandwich the strings between the blue cardstock and this cardstock. So I'm going to get this glue ready to go. I'm also going to put in an extra piece of glue right there in the center to get it sticking really good. Now with the way that this is cut, you're going to have it so the white part of the pattern paper is showing. So we'll go ahead and get this stuck down real good, like so. It just needs to stick there just for a minute because you're going to hurry up and sandwich it in. But I just want it to get it good and where I want it. You're going to follow those ruffles right there and you're going to get it good and sandwiched down like so. Well, Lori, I have all this overage now from the string. How do I get rid of it? Pretty easy. Just go ahead and cut it off so nobody knows it's even there. Get that thrown out. We're just going to let that dry a little bit. And then you're going to go ahead and take your Hello Winter sentiment. We're going to go ahead and get that glued down. It's not a me craft without a Lori craft without some bling, so I'm going to put some bling spots right there on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and I like 3D popping my titles and sentiments. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to stick it right at the bottom of my card like so. Kind of get it nice and centered. And there we go. There's your spinner card. If you want to spin it around, you just kind of go ahead and twirl it a little bit. And you have this just nice little invisible snowflake just floating there in the universe, just like that. So pretty. I do. Really, snowflakes are just the universe's artwork, right? Okay. All right, so our next card is our gift tag gift card cards. It kind of looks like the Oh Dear card. So, okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my tags in half, like so. You're going to fussy cut out any of the any overages or anything that I didn't quite get on both of these. Is there a hole punch over there by chance? I thank you. I forgot to bring my hole punches from home. Okay. All right, so you're going to cut off the overages on your tags, and you're going to decide which one you want to be on the red piece, because the red and the blue are the offsets for those tags. So let's see. So I believe that I had that one on red. And then I have the striped one on blue. So I'm just going to stick with that. I'm going to get those glued down. Like so. Just kind of center them. You're going to leave enough space for there to be an offset on that tag like so. I'm just going to cut those edges off like that. And then you're going to want a hole punch through that one, just like that. Let's go ahead and do it to our red tag as well. Kind of center it. Just like so. You're going to cut the edges off so you have kind of the red as the offset on that tag. Go ahead and hole punch it again. Easy peasy. Okay. I added some bling to this Warm Wishes because your girl likes her bling, so I'll just go ahead and do that right now. Go right there and right there. Forgive me for not having a picker tool and just using my nails on this. Okay, there we go. We'll get that one good and stuck. You'll have a small piece of red paper. You're going to kind of want to you're going to want to go around up the bottom and the sides, because that's going to be your pocket for your gift cards if you decide to put a gift card in with this. Or if you want to hand somebody cash, that's fine too. Whatever. It's big enough, it's wide enough to hold a gift card. So we'll go ahead and put that on the back of that red card right there. So you have a nice little pocket right there. And then we'll go ahead and loop some of the sheer polka dot ribbon through. Let me go ahead and get that. I'm just having issues with my hands today. I don't know what my deal is. I painted my nails because I'm going to a Christmas party tonight, and now I can't craft. I did my craft for the day. Painted. Go ahead and cut the overages off on that. Got that cute little tag right there. That one going right there. And that'll be for your sentiment for that card. So we're going to hold that off. I'm going to put that to the side right there. You then have your card front, which is just a single piece of white cardstock. What you are going to do is you're going to create the pocket now for your cards. So just like the last one, we're going to glue the plaid to the red, the plaid triangles to the red triangles. So go ahead and get that going. And I hope that if you do this card subscription with me, I hope you understand my directions. If not, I apologize. I'm a very visual learner. Show me once and I'll get it type person, so I have a hard time explaining it without showing it. So I guess that's why you got to come to my channel, right? So you got to see what the heck is Lori talking about when she does her crafts. Now you know. Okay, so you got your two red triangles, and what you're going to do is you're going to glue on the L's of both of your triangles, so the long end and the bottom end of your triangle. Just that end only, or those ends only. Okay, you're going to give yourself just a little bit of offset if you'd like on your card, just the slightest bit. You can do that again with your second triangle. So right there on the bottom, right there on the long end of your triangle. And give yourself just the slightest bit of offset, like so. You're going to go ahead and glue. Perfect. Okay, so you've created your pocket now, right? Basically, so you would go ahead and put your tags like that. But we're not quite done yet. So next part is you're going to take the red ribbon. You're going to use the whole thing, just kind of get it centered, and you're just going to tie a cute little bow around the front of it. So what I did was I tied a knot first, right there in the center of where you wanted it, just like so. Get it good and stuck. If you're worried about the bow sliding off, you can go ahead and put like just a little dab of glue right there, but you should be okay. So leave it as a knot right there like that. You're then going to take your jingle bell that's provided, and you're going to take your green jute, was the one that I used, and I'm just going to go ahead and loop that through, but I'm going to give myself a good chunk of jute, probably at least 6 inches. You're going to take that just like that, and you're going to tie a knot around your red knot like so. Tie it good and tight if you'd like. You're going to trim the ends a little bit of your... I left a little bit on there just to kind of just give just an interesting little, I don't know, snippet. And you're going to go ahead and tie your bow. So the jingle bell's kind of the center of that. You're just going to kind of finagle a little bit, do some trimming to get your cards just right. Let's go ahead and put our tags in. So you have your gift tag, gift card, gift tag right there. And if you wanted to write a cute little note thanking maybe your kids' teachers or something for all the hard work they did this year dealing with your kids, you can do that. But otherwise, there is your gift card. Okay, our next one is our snow card. So it looks like this. So you're gonna need your white card fronts. So go ahead and grab one of those. You're just going to go ahead and glue your large piece of paper down to the middle if you want. I mean, if you know, whatever side you want. Since that's not facing the way I need it to, I'm going to go with going this way. So you're going to go ahead and paste your blue polka dot paper down. Just like that. We'll go ahead and get that taken care of. You're then going to glue your navy blue piece on the back of your snow piece right there. So you got a little background piece to your snow. Now, if you live locally, I didn't sell out of this card class, but if you want, we can, if there's still, I think there's 2 kits available. If you get in touch with Tammy and you want to participate or want to purchase those, you just need to let her know, and we can see if there's still some available. We can go ahead and mail whatever we have left in the store. I believe there's 2 sets still. If you're just like, these are so stinking cute, I wish I had signed up. Okay. And then there is this little teeny tiny piece right here that's part of the snow. It'll just go right there. It kind of detached itself when I was cutting it, so on my Cricut. So you're just going to kind of go like this. Okay. You're going to take the cute Let It. We're going to go ahead and cut a little piece of jute and loop that through. to go. Might have to poke a little bit of a bigger hole in it I just did, just to get the jute through. I'm going to go ahead and cut the edges off on that. And then we're going to glue that to our sparkly silver glitter piece. Okay. All right. So we're going to create our little tree forest scene. You're going to have some pieces of pine branches, or, well, what do they call them, bruffs? Or is that just for holly? I don't know. Anyway, so you're going to take the little branches. You're just going to kind of arrange them on your card. Like so. You have a couple other pieces too. It's almost like floral arranging, so we're just going to kind of create our little pattern that we love. And it's okay that they're overlapping a little bit because, again, this is going to go down right in between them. Then you have some pine cones. And you're just going to kind of arrange them around your snowflake or your snow title. So I'm going to put that down right there in the middle. I didn't glue these down because I wanted to be able to stick the the pine cones kind of behind them. So we'll go 2 on top, right there. And we'll go 2 on bottom. So right there. Yes, I turn them on the side so that way I can kind of get underneath them like so. You're not going crazy. One right there. Then I'm going to pop up my Let It tag. Put that in the middle right there, and I'm just going to put it right on top. And then you got your Let It Snow card. Isn't that pretty? Super fun. Okay, next one. The one that everyone has been stressing about, or at least people were stressing about in my Saturday class, and it's that interesting pinwheel fold card. So each of you received a 6x6 piece of cardstock. I've already cut mine, so I'll kind of show you what you're going to do. But you're going to score right at the 1.5 inches on your scoreboard, or just if you do it by hand, it'll be 1.5 inches on all 4 sides. So you're going to go ahead and do that. Whichever side you like better, whichever way you want as your inside of your pinwheel, it doesn't matter. It'll still show up as a pinwheel. Okay. You're also going to use a piece of the white card front. So go ahead and make sure that that is folded at the 1 1/4 mark. You'll also grab the piece of the card set that looks like the sweater right there. Okay. You're going to go ahead and glue that to the front of your white card front. So go ahead and get that glued while I'm waiting for y'all to take your 6x6 piece of the white snowflakey holly paper with the other side with the, I guess those are magnolias and mistletoe and the navy blue and the pine cones. So I'll have you go ahead and do that. And go ahead and score it on all 4 sides at the 1 1/2 inch mark. Okay, so we're going to take that large blue square, we're going to kind of center it towards the top, kind of like so. And I'm going to glue that down to the front of the card on top of that sweater paper. Okay. So hopefully that's given you all enough time to score at the 1 1/4 mark. Okay, once you have it scored, you're going to you're going to fold it, and on each of those lines, because you have to score it all the way from top to bottom on each side, you're going to cut out the squares part on these each. So it's going to come out looking like a plus sign. An addition symbol. One of the ladies in my in my card class on Saturday, who was a math teacher, said, "Lori, it's an addition symbol." I went, "Thank you, I know, but I don't speak math. I'm a history buff. Ask me anything historical, I'll know it." But, so you're going to go ahead and do that. Once you get these cut out, you're then going to fold in from the top of each side of your plus sign. You're just going to, you could score it if you want. I just kind of folded it I eyed it out and folded it. You're going to fold in the corner into the score line like so on each one. So you're going to kind of go like that. Like so. You're then going to turn it backwards, so where these are folded in, and you're going to kind of layer them. Layer the folds together. And this one kind of tucks in between this one, and that's how you get your pinwheel going. I'll show you all one more time. So this is the inside. So I had it folded in like this, like so, right? You're going to take those folds, and you're going to fold them towards the inside. Just like that, and you're going to tuck that last one in, and it holds it into place, and that creates your pinwheel look. Just like that, and then you could pull it open, and that's where we're going to put our little secret note. Okay. So what I did, I could even do it the other way if you didn't like it that way. Kind of same story style, but we'll just go ahead and do this on the inside. So you're going to glue your blue paper down at the center of that square, which is pretty scored out, so you'll kind of see that. You're going to center it right there in the middle. You're then going to take your blue plaid paper. Just looks like that. It's cute, cute, cute plaid. You're going to go ahead hello. You're going to go ahead and you're going to put that right there, center that. So you have the little bit of the blue as the offset. And then you're going to put the, it's so freaking cold, which is what I say daily during the winter. It's so freaking cold. And you're going to go ahead and put that, your secret little message hidden by a pretty pinwheel, right there in the middle. You're going to glue that down. I put some bling because, like I said, I like to sparkle and shine with my cards. So I'm going to put some random pieces of bling down. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and fold it back into that pinwheel again. So just like so. Make sure that your message is the right side up, and you're going to go ahead and you'll glue it right into the center. So now I'm freaking myself out. I'm going to make sure I'm doing it correctly. Yep, I am. Go ahead and glue that down right there in the center of your blue square, like so. Go ahead and get that glued down like so. So pretty. Okay. I created, this is part of the collection. It says we go together just like winter in a sweater. If you like it long, that's fine. I'm kind of a dovetail gal myself. So what I did, if you want to kind of dovetail it perfectly, you kind of fold it in half, but don't fold it all the way through. Go ahead and snip it right there in the middle. Go ahead and create your V. Like so. And then you got your perfect dovetail on both ends sentiment. I'm going to pop that because life needs to be popped a little bit, right? Or at least my crafts do. So we'll go ahead and pop that up. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick that right there on the bottom part of my card. And there we go. We go together like winter in a sweater, but if you're anything like me, it's secretly coated too. It's so freaking cold outside. So that's my little snarky card that I had to I had to have in there. So, okay. All right, if you stuck with me this far and you're part of the subscription group, let's go ahead and do the subscription card as our final card. So exciting. I just want to thank everybody who decided to go in and do the subscription. We've had such a fun few months making these. And I'm glad that you've joined us and have decided to do this. I hope that you decide to go in and do it again this upcoming year. We're starting, we have sign-ups ready to go for the subscription box. And I'll show off those subscription cards again before we end for the January subscription pack. The subscription boxes are quarterly, so it includes each month you will receive 9 cards and 9 envelopes if you sign up online. You're of course welcome to join if you're local to West Haven, Ogden, Northern Utah area. You're of course welcome to come and join us for in-store class. We have a lot of fun. We have a fun group of ladies that come in. We're just cracking each other up, or I'm cracking them up. I don't know, one of the two, but get to see me live in person in my hot mess glory, which is a lot of fun. And yeah, we just have a really good time. But otherwise, you're welcome to join us for the monthly subscription. You'll receive 9 cards. So that includes the 8 that the people in store get to make, plus your bonus card, which is the 9th card for signing up for the subscription. You'll also receive 9 envelopes for the month. And yeah, and you just get access to these videos. We always have a good time, so please consider it, joining us if you're trying to think of something fun. If you want to start a new hobby, this is such a great and fun way to do it. We really do have a good time. So for this one, it's kind of a quilted card. So we're going to make our own little fun quilt pattern with the little squares that we have provided for you. Before we do that, we're going to make our snowflakes. And I didn't add the snowflakes to the card because I hadn't had them cut out yet, but now that I do, we're going to go and add them. So we have a white snowflake back for the big snowflakes, and the big snowflakes get a nice backing to them, offset to them. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those together. Just like so. And as I was saying earlier, we do have a couple kits that didn't sell for the in-store on Saturday. So if you're interested, if you want to reach out to Tammy, or if you want to come to the store and pick those up, you're welcome to do so. And we'll mail those to you. Because the subscription's already been sold out, it would just include the first 8 cards that we did. But if you're kind of in a hurry to get some Christmas cards out and want to do something handmade and fun, those would be all ready for you to go. Okay. So I got my snowflakes on the white offsets. And we'll go ahead and create our quilt pattern with our little blocks. You're going to go about maybe, a quarter of an inch. Not even that. You're just going to kind of center, if you want to lay out your pattern before you glue, that's fine too. If you want to space them out a little bit, kind of create your own little pattern, that's fine also, which I think I'm going to do. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm just going to kind of lay them out and see how I like them. I'm going to go like that. let's see how we like this. Cute, cute, cute. So there we got our little quilt pattern just like so. And then I'm gonna, of course, pop up my big snowflakes. Just like that. Cute. Loving it already. And then I'm going to glue down some of my smaller ones. And of course I'm going to throw in some bling because, like I said, I like my bling. So go with right here. One more piece right there, I think. Cute, cute, cute. All right, next we're going to go ahead and we're going to create. So what I did was I kind of doubled up on the blue twine for this, and I just kind of found where I wanted my my twine to go, and I just kind of put some glue to the edges of where I wanted my twine to go. And the nice thing with art glitter glue is that it does glue dry, so nobody sees it when it's all said and done. I'm just going to kind of get it good and stuck on there. I'm just going to cut off any overage that there is. And it dries super fast too. The other reason why I like it is it dries fast. Go ahead and cut that right off. While I wait for that to dry, I'm going to go ahead and loop a piece of what you're going to do is you're going to tie a little knot. Actually, I might wait. So what you're going to do is you're going to loop your tag through, like so. And what I did was I tied gotta wait for that to dry. I'm going to tie a little knot through here. I didn't mean for it to dangle that much, but oh, this is just not wanting to stick today. Come on, stay. You can have it dangling a little bit if you'd like. I didn't mean for it to dangle that much, so what I'll probably do is I'll end up popping that. Like so. What did Bob Ross used to call it? Happy mistakes. This is going to be my happy mistake today. We'll go ahead and cut the edge off of that. And there you go. There is your Thanks So Much card for your bonus card. Okay, so let's go back and look through all the cards that we made today. Aren't they so, they just turned out really, really cute. I really love the Simple Stories collection. They did a really nice job, and we still have the paper for that available in the store. If you go to our website, maybe you can find some way to create something cute. But there's your bonus card. So cute. Your Hidden Surprise Pinwheel card. Your Let It Snow card. Your fun Jingle Bell gift card tag card. Your Invisible String Hello Winter Snowflake card. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this one. I do have some string left over, so I am going to put some string in his hands instead of I'm going to have him go ahead and hold the banner. And like I said, this is kind of, art glitter glue is so nice for this because it dries clear. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on him. And I'm going to glue his sign down. Or his bunting down. I actually kind of like that better than the silver cutout, but if you don't like this, so yeah, if you decide that I don't know if I want to do the silver bunting cutout for it, if you have some extra twine, kind of gives it that homemade feel to it. But there's his I Heart Snow. So fun. Love that. Our Hello Dear card. The Sending Lots of Love card. And the For You Snowflake card. Really, really a fun set to make. Probably my favorite out of all of them this year. And I don't even like snow. So, there's that. If you are just joining us and wanted to see what the Valentine's and the what the first month of the subscription is going to look like, here it is. Let me grab it for you real quick. Kind of trying to clean up and all this fun stuff. We also have the Black Friday cards that are still available in the store and online at countrycraftcreations.com. So this is the they were the Black Friday cards. So there's a Grinch. Have yourself a Merry Christmas. The Oh Snap It's Christmas card. Gingerbread Kisses and Peppermint Wishes. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, and another Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. This card set comes with 6 cards. All the stuff to cutouts, ribbons, bling, and 6 envelopes in red, green, and white. So you can send some. Super easy to make, super fast to make. We still have those available online if you would like to go ahead and pick some of those up for yourself. All right, this is for the subscription for next year. So we're starting off the year hot with some Valentines. So you got your chocolate box Valentines. And then you got this love banner. If you notice with my cards, I usually have some sort of character holding a banner. It seems like, and I love having my wreaths in my cards. And I also like usually having some sort of interesting fold card. So this is our kind of fun fold card for the year, or for the month of December. And this paper collection that we're using is Tammy's and Country Craft Creations, Love is in the Air. And we're also using the brand new cardstock, that line that they are getting in, called Palette. So we'll be using a lot of that. Got my wreath with love card. This bear, I can't get over her. She's so stinking cute. Love you very, very much. The Love You stamp card. Our Love is in the Air card. And the Happy Valentine's Day card. And then this is the bonus card, the Hugs and Kisses one. So if you sign up, you receive, sign up for the subscription, you receive 9 cards with the subscription, plus 9 envelopes. It's a 3-month subscription. So it ends up being $105 for 3 months. So if your husband is still looking for or your partner or whoever is still looking for a last minute gift for you, this is an easy, fun one to do. A fun way to start a new hobby, meet new friends, meet new people. We always have a good time. Excuse me. When we're online or in class. So anyways, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah for those celebrating. And we look forward to seeing you next year. Bye, guys.